What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Race It podcast. This is your host, Cristopher Zamora. Welcome to the show. So today, guys, I want to speak to you about boxing. Around May, I think in the beginning of May, there's going to be a huge event that is happening for boxing, and it's going to have Ryan Garcia on the card. It's going to have Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney as well. These three, they're going to headline this event. I think the main event is going to be Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero, and Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Whoever they're facing, they're going to be on the undercard. But these three, they're going to be on one card. These guys, they're like one of the main faces right now for boxing, and that's awesome. We usually don't get very skilled boxers in one card. And it's very rare. We only usually get just one or two guys, but we actually got three this time. It's awesome because we're probably going to get very soon. We might actually get a rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Or we probably might see Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez. Or Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney. Whichever one works. But this is good because there's a good chance, man, that they're actually going to fight each other. And we've been waiting, man. We've been waiting for years for these three to fight each other. And also Gervonta Davis. But for Gervonta, it is kind of different because now, since he's not undefeated and he had a draw against Roach, he probably might have to deal with him very soon. And probably he's going to have to go up against him again if he wants to or not. But speaking of Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney, these guys, they're going to be on the same card. There already has been a press conference. I think it was in New York City. I'm not really sure where it was, but it's funny. They just roasted each other. Ryan Garcia was pretty chill on this press conference. Usually it's mostly just talking smack to Devin Haney because because of him, he was suspended for a whole year. Supposedly he was using some supplements that he wasn't supposed to for the fight, and that's why it counted as steroids use, or I don't know. It was just a strange time, to be honest. But yeah, these three, they're going to be on the same card, and depending on how it goes, man, if all three of them actually win their fight, there's a good chance they're all going to fight each other, and I can't wait to see that happen. I don't know how freaking Devin Haney says that Ryan was cheating. Dude, if you were getting hit a lot by him, so many punches, you were thinking, I don't know, man, I don't know how is that cheating? You have to freaking defend yourself, and you weren't doing that. But for Teofimo Lopez, I really do want to see him go up against Ryan Garcia. If Gervonta Davis did defeat Ryan Garcia, which he did, then maybe Teofimo Lopez might actually give him a good fight as well. For Devin Haney, man, that's my least favorite boxer as of right now because, I don't know, it just seems like he's just forced to talk smack. He doesn't seem like he's that kind of guy, He just does it I think for attention, man. That's the crazy part. For Teofimo Lopez, that dude, man, he just doesn't care. He doesn't care at all, and he just goes after people and just like that. And he backs up his freaking smack talk, It's the same thing as Ryan Garcia. But yeah, man, I can't wait for these three to actually fight. If they're ever going to fight each other, but there is a good chance if they actually win their fights on May 2nd. I do believe that it is going to take place at that time. If they win, they're going to fight each other. Like I said, for Gervonta Davis, he's going to focus on Lamont Roach. And if he does get a win, then he's gonna shut everybody up. He's gonna shut everybody up that Lamont Roach, he never deserved a win against him. That would really be sad for Lamont Roach, but if he does get a win against Gervonta Davis, like if he somehow, some way, he just KOs him out of nowhere, dude, that would be insane. But I highly doubt it. They probably might actually go all 12 rounds again. Yeah, I see that happening. Maybe somebody's gonna get a decision win. But who knows, man? Who knows how the second fight is going to go down? But I'll make my prediction once we're close to it. And now, speaking of boxing, I just want to speak to you about MMA real quick. So for MMA, for tonight, we actually have two fights that I'm just really looking forward to. Like these two fighters that I'm just looking forward to seeing fight. It is Raul Rosas Jr. He's going to fight some guy. I really do not know him, but I've seen him fight before. This fighter has actually gone the distance on his last three fights, and Raul Rosas, sometimes he goes for the submission win, and sometimes when he faces hard opponents, then he goes for the decision win. For this one, there's probably a good chance that it might probably go to a decision, and hopefully Raul Rosas does enough to actually get a W against this guy. And if he doesn't, then and that would suck. I saw a tweet on Twitter or X, however you want to call it, saying that he has about like 3 years left before he can actually beat John Jones's record of actually becoming the youngest MMA champion of all time. I'm really not sure how old was John Jones. I think probably he was like 22 or 21 or so. He was around that age, and Raul Rosas, he still has time. But let's see if he can actually make it. That would be so awesome, though, man. If he can actually do it, dude. That's so insane. Mike Tyson was 20 years old when he became the champion of the world in boxing in the heavyweight division. So if he does it, man, that's kudos to him. That'll be so awesome. But I can't wait, man. Yeah, this guy's entertaining, man. He just talks smack to people, and the way he fights, he goes for the finish as fast as he can. You know. Let's see how it actually goes down, and hopefully I'm able to see it right on time. And now the second fight is going to be between Brandon Moreno and versus Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg, I think he just had a title match and he did lose against that person. I forgot the name of the person that he went up against, but let's see how it actually goes down, man. Brandon Moreno, he is kind of unpredictable. He's great at striking, but if Steve Erceg actually goes for the takedowns, then maybe he'll have some trouble. But I believe that this fight might actually go all 5 rounds, to be honest, because usually like that's how it goes, man, for all the main events, to be honest. And this one, I don't see a KO, to be honest. And watch, probably Brandon Moreno might actually KO Steve Erceg, because he actually did get KO'd in the first round. On his last fight, Steve Erceg actually got KO'd, so we might actually have a KO. Now that I'm speaking about him, we'll see, man. I am excited, though, to actually freaking see it. And the last thing I want to speak to you about is about The Last of Us Season 2. It's going to happen around April 13. That's when Season 2 is going to come back. And they actually have announced that there's going to be 7 episodes. And actually, they have shown the run times, like how long these episodes are going to take. This is very strange because back then, they never really showed how long each episodes were. And I'm just so surprised that it's them, the actual news themselves, that they're actually like hinting how long these episodes are going to be. There's never really was a big deal back then, but now they're just giving us just any information that we can get for the Last of Us TV show. For episode 1, it's going to be 59 minutes. Well, most of these episodes, they are going to be just like over 55 minutes. Just the shortest one is going to be 45 minutes, and that is for episode 5. 7 episodes for season 2. I wish we had more, but that's how they always do it, man. Usually go for 7 through 10 episodes. That's how they usually do it now for big TV shows. I was really excited to actually see the trailer for season 2, and looking at the zombies, man, there was like one scene that it did remind me of Game of Thrones. If you have seen season 8 of Game of Thrones, it probably reminded you how they actually filmed that scene when the White Walkers, they were coming to the castle. They actually, I think they took some shots and they just put it on The Last of Us as well. Like how the zombies, they were coming into the people's camps, and it seemed just about the same. To be honest, like in the very first season, they just hinted a little bit of the zombies, and like the scenes that we actually did get from the zombies, I gotta say, man, they are pretty good. Hopefully we do get way more zombie scenes on this season. But if you have played the video game and you didn't really like the second game, then yeah, I don't think they're not gonna change much, to be honest, for season 2. Probably it's gonna be the same thing. Maybe just little things that they're gonna change for season 2. But the major things that happen on the second game, oh yeah, they definitely are gonna keep it there. So we'll see how people react. The people who haven't played the video game, let's see how they are going to react once this season actually goes through. And we probably might actually get a season 3, because the story for the second game, it is kind of pretty big, to be honest, and they could just expand it, maybe like 2 to 3 seasons just from the second game. And yeah, man, let's see how it actually goes down, and hopefully they will have way more zombie scenes. I'm excited though. Let's see how it turns out. I'm somewhat excited because I do know what happens already, but I just want to see it play out on a TV show format. And yeah, guys, that is it for this podcast. Hey, thank you so much for listening. If you guys did made it this far, be sure to follow this podcast on whichever platform you are listening to it. If you are listening to it on Spotify, YouTube, Pandora, be sure to follow it. And also recommend this podcast to a friend or a neighbor that actually likes listening to stuff about combat sports, pop culture stuff, and anything game related. Maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do. And yeah, guys, that is it. Take care and live to the fullest. Bye.